Bart suddenly rushed over, paid Nelson a sum of protection money, then put on an invisibility cloak and went downstairs. It turned out that his sister Lisa and Nelson were having a romance in the bell tower. If they could get together, he would never have to pay protection money again. In fact, this was the first time Lisa had met Nelson since elementary school graduation. She had been invited back to the school to give a speech, while Nelson now lived in the school's bell tower, doing the work of carrying and ringing bells. After chatting all night, the two quietly held hands. Just before they kissed, Nelson remembered it was time to ring the bell again. By the time he finished his work, Homer and Marge had already come downstairs to take Lisa away. Imagining the trivial life of living in the bell tower after marriage, Lisa had no confidence. She left Springfield again. 5 years later, when she was taking the train back to her hometown with her boyfriend Hubert, she unexpectedly met Nelson again in the carriage. Now he was working as a bounty hunter with his new girlfriend.
I haven't seen you since that night at college.
Hearing about Lisa and Nelson's intimate past, Hubert suddenly stood up and started showing off the scene where he proposed to Lisa on the moon. He even brought up Nelson's mother's job as a stripper. By the time Lisa came back with drinks, Hubert had been hung on the outside of the carriage. Unaware of what had happened, Lisa was very disappointed with Nelson. When they met again, Nelson was selling mobile phones alone, and Lisa was single again. They sat in a cafe and held hands once more, but Hubert suddenly appeared, expressing his love with a drone, hoping to reconcile with Lisa. This time, Nelson chose to let go. He told Lisa to choose a better life. Interestingly, 4 months later, Nelson and Lisa met again at a wedding hall. They were the best man and maid of honor for the newlyweds. Watching the happy couple, Nelson couldn't help but flee the scene, only to find Lisa following him. This time, they decided to be together forever.